back.
He's going to be all right. This machine is alone and the door is barricaded.
It won't hold. Did you see how easily those demons entered the church?
Don't be afraid. I mean you no harm.
Oh, Seigneur, he can speak.
What do you want with us, Automat?
What happened in...
You should know. It was your cart. I don't think those who were able to escape stand much of a...
Where are the survivors?
They're hiding in the catacombs.
There's also the gentleman that the automats took alive.
Where did they take the gentleman?
We haven't the slightest idea.
That's enough questions now.
getting closer to Les Invalides. Here, I should be able to cross the moat easily.
Debt was no longer sustainable, Your Majesty. Your mechanical revolution has changed the face of the kingdom, but the coffers are woefully empty.
The debt, Monsieur Necker. This debt that you and your banking friends helped to create for your own benefit, and which is now forcing us to levy new taxes. Will my subjects be able to bear another tax?
Yes, Your Majesty, as long as it is distributed fairly. The representatives of the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate must come to an agreement. That is why we have convened the Estates General. Tomorrow you are to preside over the opening ceremonies.
Oh, your Estates General. Nothing good can...
Suzanne, my dear Suzanne, take my hand, please. Don't let them take me away. No. Oh no, this has to stop.
What did you see and hear before you were...
I had frightful fear, and it was cold enough to call the rage, and there was this. Did I really?
What did you see and...
I had all the rage, and there did I...
Who are you, monsieur?
Don't you know? I'm Jacques Necker. Well, I had this situation.
What does he...
My alleged and most of all...
How and when were you captured?
When the machines to hide, not that we didn't stand a chance. They overran the nave. My wife. As for me, what is the meaning of all...
How and when were you captured?
When the machines to hide, they... Oh, my wife. As for me, what is the meaning...
What will you do now?
There is no fear. I need to find a safe...
I will take you to the Cordelier
À la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur.
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you.
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, they swore not to separate until they... But that was not the only oath we swore. All the honorable men secretly
You, Aegis, though unfortunate...
Why did you choose to meet in this convent?
It was my idea. No other...
For 2 whole days, no automat has broken...
Where are the monks, mon père?
They are secluded and praying for the salvation. However,
And we are unarmed. Without you.
With you as sent by... From now on, you may consider the Cordelia...
We must speak, you and I. In private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
What do you mean? You all seem to be so... Monsieur Necker.
I owe you my life, madame. So I'm embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
Do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear. After everything I've done for him. My abnegation.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the... I refused to accept any remuneration. And I personally filled the king's coffers with 2 bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in it. He stores all his secrets there. You must retrieve these bonds. They must not be you.
Do I have any chance of...
Don't even think about it, madame. It was designed precisely to that effect. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial.
Who has the key?
The king does.
Anyone else?
How could I know? Now that I think of it, there's a rumor that has been going round. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used that he oversaw diplomatic missions, not in any official capacity. Who knows? He might know.
I will ask him. I will look into what happened to...
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. We were separated in the Église.
I shall be off.
You are the only hope and of foiling the plans of the club.
Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Goodbye, Monsieur Necker.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Aegis, I'd like to talk to you about my research.
Certainly, mon père.
I've carefully collected the then I compared them with the observations made. I came to quite the shocking... I believe... Like clocks that never need wine. They get their energy from the... They drink from the anima essence that permeate. These machines feed on the dead.
Is there any way to stop the bloodshed?
I believe there is always hope, as long as I remain free to pursue my... I keep thinking about the three Nemes.
The alchemist?
Precisely, mon ami.
What have we to fear from an alchemist who...
Not him, per se.
What do you fear, mon père?
What do I fear? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside the Église Saint-Jean. He had the priests forcibly removed. Since then, only our Father in heaven knows what they've...
Oh dear.
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur. Legend has it that...
What is the lapis philosopher?
The Philosopher's Stone. No one knows its true nature. All that is known is that its very existence is questioned. Just imagine what sinister purpose...
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt. But now they're no longer there. We need to know...
But how? They're all...
Ages.
Oui, mon père.
Will you help us get to the...
Did you not say that it...
There is perhaps a solution. The penitent's door behind the Châtelet leads to the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. Here is the key.
Goodbye, mon père. Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
I went to the meeting point you indicated. I had an unexpected...
Get to the facts.
Madame de Polignac. She made no secret of her reason for being, so now I know all about the
Seigneur. What happened? Tell me then.
That remains to be determined. One thing, the evidence points to an ambush by the Duke.
How that?
This ambush could not have taken place without an accomplice.
A plague on Orléans.
That still remains to be seen. 3 of them lost their lives.
Excellent. I bet it was my... But why the hell?
Only they could tell you.
Would you be so kind as to go and find... My hussars are stationed at Les Invalides. That's from where the...
I went to the meeting point you I had...
Get to... What happened?
That remains to be... The evidence... That 3...
But... Would you be so... My hussar...
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis. My respects, Monseigneur.
I didn't expect to see you. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at the path that led us to this con...
Goodbye, Monseigneur.
Allez en paix, Aegis.
Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis. It was very unwise. It is a miracle that we...
See you later, perhaps.
Eh bien.
No.
I have it on good authority. He's the only
Is your plan to arm the populace?
Oh, far. Even if they were...
Why is that?
Most of the strategic points, they are seized by an... This makes it impossible...
The locations you... A statue holding a lantern.
That's right. From what little I could make out...
Une lanterne des morts.
What do you mean, monsieur?
Lanterns of the dead. Our ancestors kept a fire. Today, no one knows what they were used for. Others claim that human bones, some odious sorcery that was meant to entrap...
That makes sense and confirmed. I'm now certain that the king's land and that this essence is what allows the order...
Paternoster queer.
Now that I think about it, you obviously are not subject to...
No, au contraire. When activated...
It follows that if you destroy these lanterns, the people will be free to fight.
Unfortunately, they are preternaturally strong.
Come now, no metal is indestructible. If we knew what these lanterns were made of...
Take a look at this ledger, Monsieur Lavoisier. I found it by the factories.
Let's see. Steel? Tiens, donc, tungsten. This master blacksmith knows his trade. These metals can be as long as you have a fortune to in...
For that, our clock...
Well, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Break it? Certainly not. But I would recommend
sulfuric
or vitriol, if you prefer.
Where can I obtain some?
I had some, but my laboratory at L'Arsenal was ransacked. You should ask my colleague. He uses similar.
Monsieur Lavoisier.
Madame, I don't know anything, but I owe you my...
How do you intend to counter the...
Unfortunately, we don't... I am convinced that...
You have my full...
You should know that as such, for the past 2 days. It's in a warehouse, but the men I sent to take possession of the cargo, and do you realize...
The gunpowder could have fallen.
It's possible. One thing, whether it is still in the... Then, if possible...
How?
Simply by... Nothing could be easier in theory.
Flood the gunpowder. We're in the most desperate of situations. What will our cannons use?
Your army, Marquis.
I see.
I will go to the warehouse. Where can I obtain some vitriol?
I had some, but my laboratory I can't tell you any more. You should ask my colleague, Monsieur. He uses similar substances.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier. Monsieur de Mirabeau. Minister Necker claims that you are a familiar...
That old... This, madame, is nothing but a... To what do I owe...
I must get hold of some
What lock?
Minister Necker said...
Well, let me think. After all, a lock is nothing more. Nothing that can resist the expert. Why don't you ask him for help?
I'll be sure to do so.
Now, who else? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier. I'm sure he'll have no trouble finding you some...
Good.
Now, if you'll forgive me...
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it...
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you?
I would like to access the content. Dare I ask for you?
And how can
I need gunpowder.
Gunpowder? But do you think I just walk around with...
Oh.
Mirabeau? What? Where is the animal?
He has left.
Eh bien, if I could inspect the safe and determine... But given the circumstances...
I understand. I did not find the weapon.
Vraiment? It's near Les Arts.
Where can I obtain some vitriol?
I had some, but I can't... You should ask Mike. He uses...
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier. Monsieur Bailly.
I am very pleased.
I found a document written in a script.
Let me see. A variation on Taylor's system, no doubt.
What does it say?
Je crois the author writes that from a lot of prussic acid.
What is prussic?
My apologies, Aegis, but you should ask Monsieur Lavoisier.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised...
But I'm an astronomer. I know my way around lenses, but I've never given a moment's thought to how a... God. Monsieur de... Où est-il, ce brave?
He has left.
Excuse me, that's mad.
Intriguing indeed. Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you?
What is prussic acid?
It's a volatile compound
What does it do?
Oh, it's a though at weak...
A deadly poison?
Aegis?
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
How was your search at the Vaucanson's home?
I found this penknife there. I saw Mademoiselle. This letter refers to a hiding place where she offered.
I know the place. One day, Eugène and I were walking and the Lux was a startling, almost. The spot is on the edge of the garden.
Would you happen to know where I could find some vitriol?
Sulfuric acid, combined with sea salt and green copper, but I don't know how much we have. You would...
If you will allow me.
Of course, madame.
Goodbye, Monsieur B.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau?
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Monseigneur.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Goodbye, Monseigneur.
Allez en paix.
Monsieur Raymond.
Go on, Aegis.
See you later, perhaps.
How is your research on Nicholas Flamel going?
I have done nothing.
Don't take too long. Don't forget that the tomb is in the crypt of the Église. The church isn't far from the Hôtel de...
Goodbye, mon père. Antonius's hiding place. A fight took place here. Franciscus Antonius. What unusual names. Whose cane could this be? Perhaps the guests at the Cordelier can enlighten me.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Monsieur Necker.
Madame? Eh bien, do you come bearing...
I'm not done in...
Don't give up. I remember. The last time I... That's in the Faubourg. As for the bond...
Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything?
No. I'm very sorry that I'm...
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Franciscus Antonius.
Francois, hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebus. The affair took place. I was still a young boy. It caused a stir.
I doubt that it is anything.
I don't know.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
I went to the meeting point. I had an...
Get to the fact.
Madame de... She made... So now...
What happened?
That's real.
But would you be so... My hussar...
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
How is your research on Nicholas Flamel going?
I have done...
Don't take too long. Don't forget that the church isn't...
Franciscus Antonius.
Let's see. No, that doesn't mean désolé.
Goodbye, mon père. Monseigneur.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Do the four names Francis... Go on.
Franciscus... I'm sorry.
Monsieur Raymond.
Go on, Aegis.
I found a cane inscribed with the name Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
No, I'm sorry.
Monsieur B. Does the name Franciscus Antonius mean...
I imagine that but no matter how hard, I'm afraid it doesn't ring.
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing really.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing with that name either. I'm sorry, madame.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier. Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Goodbye, Monsieur Necker.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Monsieur Raymond.
Go on, Aegis.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Mas...
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the hotel. Those from Saint-Domingue, they are waging a war. They worship nothing but money. Regrettably, my interest 2 months ago, when I overheard a conversation, if they are to be believed, this is Clave Sans Sommeil. It's hard to say, but I fear they plan to administer some... Our organization will not let... Aegis, we must look into this.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten...
What exactly do you accuse...
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor...
I fight every minute of...
If that's the case, then what... You preach abolition, yet you continue to lie. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established...
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus. What would happen to all... I would be condemning them to the most abject...
It is true that this reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle. There you will not find slaves, and my plantation...
Ah, yes, profit.
Monsieur, calm yourselves. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely... We must find out more about this plot to create sleep... Aegis, you are the only one who's...
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis. Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Goodbye, Monsieur Necker. Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
I did not find the warehouse.
Vraiment? It's near Les Invalides, not far from Monsieur de Vaucanson's workshop.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier. Monsieur Bailly. Goodbye, Monsieur Bailly.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiac?
No, not yet.
Remember, it's by Les Halles, just west of the Marché des Innocents.
See you later, perhaps. Monseigneur.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Goodbye, Monseigneur.
Allez en paix, Aegis.
How is your research on Nicholas Flamel going?
I have done nothing yet.
Don't take too long, Aegis. Don't forget that the tomb is in the crypt of the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, under the cemetery. The church isn't far from the Hôtel de Ville.
Goodbye, mon père.